okay? So 2, 7, and 2, 8 are all about inequalities. Okay, we're going to talk about what an inequality is. Okay, they call them open sentences. The reason they call them open sentences are because there is not one exact answer to that sentence. Okay, so things like this: if x is less than 4, this is read as less than. So what are some answers that would fit in there? What would be less than 4? Give me an example of a number that's less than 4. Lil?
3.
3. So in here we could have 3. What's another example that would fit in here? Yes?
1.
1. Okay. Could I put 4?
No.
No, because 4 is not less than itself.
2.
Okay, 2 would work. So any of those, there's a whole bunch. Okay, we'll talk about what that means.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely negative. Wait, could you use negative numbers?
Yeah, we can go negative, we can use fractions, we can use all sorts of numbers. So I'll show you how we indicate that. I'm just having you look at what does that mean. The other symbols are like this. X is greater than 5. Okay, now this is greater than. So you read this, x is greater than 5. So what kind of numbers would fit in there? Ezekiel, give me one.
Anything.
Yes, any number. 10. Okay, what's another number that would fit in there? Marcy?
15.
15. What's another number that would fit in there? Peyton?
Greater than 50 to 20.
Sure, why not? It's greater than 5. As long as it's greater, those fit in there. Yes? Yeah, I'm not going to go that big. Okay. Yes, that is true. Okay. So that's one, the less than, the greater than. The other two symbols that we can use are this. Less than or equal. That's what that symbol means. So this time I'm going to say numbers that are less than or equal to 4. Give me an example of one that's not included in the list above. Yes?
4.
4. This one says we can have 4, 3, 2, 1, etc. Okay? That includes the 4. Okay? So when you see the equal sign underneath, that means equal there. Means you can include the 4. When we have x, this is greater than or equal. So if I say greater than or equal to 5, what's the number that can be put in there? The new number that can be put in there now. In that, yeah.
5.
5. We can now put 5.
Or less.
10, not less.
Oh, wait, no.
Greater than 15, 20, etc. Okay? So these are the 4 open sentences. They do not include the equal sign like that. So the 4 open sentences are less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. So those are the ones that we can use as open sentences. Okay? Just being able to identify what numbers would fit in those open sentences is basically what 2-7 is all about. Okay? That's all it's really about. Into 8, so now I'm going to go into 2a. Does everybody have all this down so that you know what you're looking at? You're going to be using this tomorrow in class, so you should know this. You should have it written down because we're taking notes for you to use in class tomorrow. So I'm expecting you to know how to do this tomorrow in class. Okay. Everybody have it down? So you know how to identify the numbers that fit into these statements by knowing what less than or equal means, greater than, you know what those symbols mean. Yes.
Are we gonna now do 2-8?
Yep, we're gonna do 2-8. I'm just waiting to see if everybody's got that down. Okay, so again, I'm gonna assume you can refer to this tomorrow. That's why you take notes. Okay, so the next part, 2-8, is graphing inequalities. And we're going to have a statement and graph it. So we'll go from a statement to a graph. And then we're also going to do a graph to a statement. Okay, there's two things that I have to teach you to begin with. Okay, one is if I have less than or greater than, when we mark it on the graph, the number that's given to us is indicated with a open dot. So it's an open dot. I'll show you this in a minute. If it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it's a closed dot. The difference is, remember, 1 does not include that number that we are given. Okay, so let's say that we have this statement. X is greater than 4. Okay, here's my number line. Here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7. I've got numbers both that are greater than and less than. Okay. Does it include 4? Does this graph, does this statement include 4? No, because there's no equals there. Remember, we just went through that. If it doesn't have an equals, it doesn't include 4. So when we go to the 4, we put an open dot, which means it does not include the number 4. That's our number, but it doesn't include 4, so we put an open dot there. Now, which direction our graph, think about numbers that are greater than 4, which numbers would be greater than 4? Which direction would I go?
To the right.
To the right, because this is 5, 6, 7, so we just put a line like this, okay? It goes that is a graph of x is greater than 4. It puts an open dot because we don't include it. And then it shows all the numbers that are greater than, okay? We're showing all of them because it goes on forever. We put an arrow there that shows that it goes forever, okay? If you had something like this, this is 3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 7. Okay, this is called the compound statement. But what you're really doing is you're saying, okay, x is greater than 3 or equal to it. Okay, so let's go 1, here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to put 7 right here. Okay, so looking at that statement, what's a number that's greater than 3, because this is greater than or equal to 3, but it's less than 7? Somebody give me an example. What would be a number that's greater than or equal to 3, but less than 7? Yes?
6.
6. 6 works. Okay. Can I use 7?
No.
Why not?
Because
It
There's
has to be
less-
less than.
It has to be less than 7. We can't use 7. So we're going to put the open dot, because it does not include 7. We're going to put the open dot there. Okay. What's another number that we could put that works in there? Yeah,
5.
5 works. Okay. Does 4 work? Yeah. Does 3 work? Is 3 greater than or equal to 3?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Is
no.
it equal to?
Yeah.
This one says it can be equal to. So I'm going to put a closed dot. And these are the only numbers that work because it has to be greater than or equal to 3 and less than 7. So those are the only ones that work there. Okay. So that's going from statement to a graph. We're going to practice these tomorrow. You're going to get some papers to work on tomorrow to practice. Now we're going from a graph and we're going to make a statement. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. That. Okay. So, what are these numbers to this side of 7? Are they less than 7 or greater than 7?
Greater.
Really?
There's less.
If I go this direction, what comes here? 6, 5, 4. You need to graph it, you can put it down. Okay. So it's less than. Does it include 7?
Yes. No, it doesn't.
No, because there's an open dot. Open dot always means it does not equal or it does not include. Remember I wrote that, does not include, that's the open dot. Okay, so this would be x is going to be less than 7. We don't put the equals in because it's got an open dot. Okay, that's really what you're doing, is just reading off what the statement or what the graph is of. I'll give you a hint on these kind. Okay, when you have ones like this, do you see it's a section? Do you see that 1 is going to be the least number, the smallest number? Does everybody see that? Because it doesn't go any farther than 1. So 1's going to be my smallest. So write the smallest, and then 1 is going to be less than. Is it going to be equal? Can I use 1? Should I put an equal sign there?
No,
Why not?
because it can't equal 1.
It can't equal it because there's an open dot. Does not include 1, open dot. Open dot means does not include. So we don't put the equal sign there. Then put your x in the middle, because x is in the middle of these two numbers. X is between 1 and 6, so I'm going to put 1 here and I'm going to put 6 over here. That's how you write the statement. What is x? X is going to be less than 6, correct? So that would be less than. Does it include 6?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a solid dot. See the solid dot? Solid dot means yes, it includes it. So I would say equals to 6. So x is going to be between 1 and 6. It doesn't include 1, but it does include 6. I can read that off that. X is between 1 and 6. 1 is not included, so I don't put the equal sign. 6 is included, so I do put the equal sign. Okay. Does that make some sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, write those things down. You're going to be working on those tomorrow. The best way in class is to make sure you're writing some of the things down. I saw several people not writing anything down. Now tomorrow I'm going to guarantee they'll probably have a few questions. I want you to be able to use your notes to go back and look at them. So you need to write some things down when you're listening in class. It's very important. I'm showing you how to do this. Write it down. Okay. Also, you have videos. If you need to go back and write things down, you can do that.